O my people, enter the Holy Land, Palestine, which Allah has assigned to you, and turn not back in flight, for then you will be returned as losers. They said, O Moses, in it, this holy land, are a people of great strength, and we shall never enter it till they leave it. When they leave, then we will enter. 2 men of those who feared Allah and in warm Allah and His grace said, assault them through the gate, for when you are in, victory will be yours, and put your trust in Allah if you are believers indeed. They said, O Moses, we shall never enter it as long as they are there. So go you and your Lord, and fight you too. We are sitting right here. Moses' people are kept wondering. Moses said, O my Lord, I have power only over myself and my brother, so separate us from the people who are the fasiqeen, rebellious and disobedient to Allah. Allah said, therefore this holy land is forbidden to them for 40 years. In distraction they will wander through the land, so be not sorrowful over the people who are the fasiqeen, rebellious and disobedient to Allah. Moses fasts for 40 days. The days of restless wandering began. Each day ended where it began, and began where it ended. They started walking to no destination. Day and night, morning and evening, they entered Sinai. Moses came to the same place where he had spoke to Allah for the first time. He appealed to Allah for guidance in judging over his people. Allah instructed him to purify himself by fasting for 30 days, after which he was to go to Mount Sinai, where he would be given the law by which he would govern his people. The ancients said that after Moses fasted 30 days, he hated to speak to his Lord because of the odor of his mouth. He ate a plant of the earth, and then his Lord said to him, why did you break your fast? Moses said, O my Lord, I disliked to speak to you with my mouth not having a pleasant smell. Allah said, do you not know, Moses, the odor of the faster's mouth is more fragrant to me than the rose? Go back and fast 10 days, then come back to me. Moses did what Allah commanded. Moses speaks to Allah. Almighty Allah declared, and we appointed for Moses 30 nights and added to the period 10 more, and he completed the term appointed by his Lord, and 40 nights. And Moses said to his brother Aaron, replace me among my people, act in the right way, by ordering the people to obey Allah, and to worship Him alone, and follow not the way of the mufsideen, mischief makers. And when Moses came the time and place appointed by us, and his Lord spoke to him, he said, O my Lord, show me yourself that I may look upon you. Allah said, you cannot see me, but look upon the mountain. If it stands still in its place, then you shall see me. So when his Lord appeared to the mountains, he made it collapse to dust, and Moses fell down unconscious. Then when he recovered his senses, he said, glory be to you, I turn to you in repentance, and I am the first of the believers. Allah said, O Moses, I have chosen you above men by my messages and by my speaking to you. So hold that which I have given you, and be of the grateful. And we wrote for him on the tablets the lesson to be drawn from all things, and the explanation of all things, and said, hold on to these with firmness, and enjoin your people to take the better therein. I shall show you the home of al-Fasiqeen, the rebellious, disobedient to Allah. I shall turn away from my ayat verses from the Quran, those who behave arrogantly on the earth in a wrongful manner, and even if they see all the ayat, proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, signs, revelations, they will not believe in them. And if they see the way of righteousness, monotheism, piety, and good deeds, they will not adopt it as the way. But if they see the way of error, polytheism, crimes, and evil deeds, they will adopt that way. That is because they have rejected our ayat, proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, signs, revelations, and were heedless to learn a lesson from them. Those who deny our ayat, proofs, evidences, verses, lessons, signs, revelations, and the meeting in the hereafter, day of resurrection, vain are their deeds. Do they expect to be rewarded with anything except what they used to do? The Ten Commandments. The earlier scholars said that the Ten Commandments of the Torah are included in 2 verses of the Quran, saying, "Come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited you from. Join not anything in worship with him. Be good and dutiful to your parents. Kill not your children because of poverty. We provide sustenance for you and for them. Come not near to shameful sins, illegal sexual intercourse, whether committed openly or secretly, and kill not anyone whom Allah has forbidden except for a just cause, according to Islamic law. This he has commanded you that you may understand. And come not near to the orphan's property except to improve it until he or she attains the age of full strength, and give full measure and full weight with justice. We burden not any person but that which he can bear. And whenever you give your word, judge between men and give evidence. Say the truth even if a near relative is concerned, and fulfill the covenant of Allah. This he commands you, that you may remember. The story of the golden calf. Moses' people turned to idolatry. Moses had been gone for 40 days, and his people were becoming restless, for they did not know that Allah had extended his time by a further 10 days. Samiri, a man who was inclined towards evil, suggested that they find themselves another guide. As Moses had broken his promise, he said to them, "In order to find true guidance, you need a God, and I shall provide one for you." So he collected all their gold jewelry, dug a hole in which he placed the lot, and lit a huge fire to melting it down. During the casting, he threw a handful of dust, making actions like a magician's to impress the ignorant. From the molten metal, he fashioned a golden calf. It was hollow, and the wind passing through it produced a sound, since superstition was embedded in their past. They quickly linked the strange sound to something supernatural, as if it were a living god. Some of them accept the golden calf as their god. Aaron tries to reason with the idolaters. Moses' brother Aaron, who acted as their leader in Moses' absence, was grieved and spoke up. "O my people, you have been deceived. Your Lord is the most beneficent. Follow and obey me." They replied, "We shall stop worshipping this God only if Moses returns." Those who had remained steadfast in belief separated themselves from the pagans. Moses sees the idolaters. On his return, Moses saw his people singing and dancing around the calf statue. Furious at their paganistic ritual, he flung down the tablet of the law he was carrying for them. He tugged Aaron's beard and his hair, crying, "What held you back when you saw them going astray? Why, did you not fight this corruption?" Aaron replied, "O son of my mother, let go of my beard. The fold considered me weak and were about to kill me. So make not the enemies rejoice over me, nor put me among the people who are wrongdoers." Moses' anger began to subside when he understood Aaron's helplessness, and he began to handle the situation calmly and wisely. Almighty Allah narrated, they said, "We broke not the promise to you of our own will, but we were made to carry the weight of the ornaments of the Pharaoh's people. Then we cast them into the fire," and that was what As-Samiri suggested. Then he took out of the fire for them a statue of a calf, which seemed to low. They said, "This is your Illah God, and the Illah God of Moses." But Moses has forgotten his God. Did they not see that it could not return them a word for answer, and that it had no power either to harm them or to do them good? And Aaron indeed had said to them beforehand, "O my people, you are being tried in this, and verily your Lord is Allah, the most beneficent, so follow me and obey my order." They said, "We will not stop worshipping it, the calf, until Moses returns to us." The conversation between Allah and Moses. Allah the Exalted revealed some of the dialogue that took place between him and Moses on Mount Sinai.